Good day, beautiful people. This is Natalie Silva with Life Treasures and Golden Moments, where I share with you true stories of miracles and stories of inspiration. I hope my day finds you all well and life being good. And I was thinking this week about how we as people affect others by the decisions we make or the actions we take. And I found this wonderful story today that I'd like to share with you that will give us all food for thought. The title of the story is called Who You Are Makes the Difference, and it was authored by Elise Bridges. A story about love. A teacher in New York decided to honor each of her seniors in high school by telling them the difference they each made. Using a process developed by Elise Bridges of Del Mar, California, she called each student to the front of the class, one at a time. First, she told them how the student made a difference to her and the class. Then she presented each of them with a blue ribbon imprinted with golden letters, which read, "Who I am makes a difference." Afterwards, the teacher decided to do a class project to see what kind of impact recognition would have on a community. She gave each of the students 3 more ribbons and instructed them to go out and spread their acknowledgement ceremony. Then they were to follow up on the results, see who honored whom, and report back to the class in about a week. One of the boys in the class went to a junior executive in a nearby company and honored him for helping him with his career planning. He gave him a blue ribbon and put it on his shirt. Then he gave him 2 extra ribbons and said, "We're doing a class project on recognition, and we'd like you to go out and find somebody to honor. Give them a blue ribbon, then give them the extra blue ribbon so they can acknowledge a third person to keep the acknowledgement ceremony going. Then please report back to me and tell me what happened." Later that day, the junior executive went in to see his boss, who had been noted, by the way, as being kind of a grouchy fellow. He sat his boss down and he told him that he deeply admired him for being a creative genius. The boss seemed very surprised. The junior executive asked him if he would accept the gift of the blue ribbon and would he give him permission to put it on him. His surprised boss said, "Well, sure." The junior executive took the blue ribbon and placed it right on his boss's jacket above his heart. As he gave him the last extra ribbon, he said, "Would you do me a favor? Would you take this ribbon, this extra ribbon, and pass it on by honoring somebody else? The young boy who first gave me the ribbons is doing a project in school, and we want to keep this recognition ceremony going and find out how it affects people." That night, the boss came home to his 14-year-old son and sat him down. He said, "You know, the most incredible thing happened to me today. I was in my office and one of the junior executives came in and told me he admired me and gave me a blue ribbon for being a creative genius. Imagine, he thinks I'm a creative genius. Then he put this blue ribbon that he says, 'Who I am makes a difference,' on my jacket above my heart. He gave me an extra ribbon and asked me to find somebody else to honor. As I was driving home tonight, I started thinking about whom I would honor with this ribbon, and I thought about you. I want to honor you. My days are really hectic, and when I come home, I don't pay a lot of attention to you. Sometimes I scream at you for not getting good enough grades in school, for your bedroom being such a mess. But somehow tonight, I just wanted to sit here and, well, just let you know that you do make a difference to me. Besides your mother, you are the most important person in my life. You're a great kid and I love you." The startled boy started to sob, and he couldn't stop crying. His whole body shook. He looked up at his father and said through his tears, "I was planning on committing suicide tomorrow, Dad, because I didn't think you loved me. Now I don't need to." As you could acknowledge in the story today, Because of the decision and action of the teacher to honor her students, not only were their lives touched, but it took on a ripple effect, like when we drop a stone in water in the lake or at the beach or just in a swimming pool. You can see those ripples going out on the waves of the water, moving out and spreading out to others in life and touching their lives in a positive way when we make a positive choice, and negatively in the same way. That choice and decision made by the teacher that day was more than likely responsible for saving the life of a young man with a wounded spirit, even though that decision was for her students, how it rippled down and touched his life. Our actions and our decisions make a difference in this world, not only to ourselves, but to those around us. If we make our decisions with a loving heart and are always aware of our actions, we can be a positive force in making this world a better place for all to live in harmony and in love. I also found this poem today that was written by Mother Teresa so many years ago that kind of goes along with the story and what I just said that I thought I'd share with you before closing. And it starts out, spread love everywhere you go. First of all, in your own house. Give love to your children, to your wife or your husband, to a next-door neighbor. Let no one ever come to you without leaving better and happier. Be the living expression of God's kindness. Kindness in your face, kindness in your eyes, and kindness in your smile, and kindness in your warm greeting. This is Natalie Silver with Life Treasures and Golden Moments. Until next time, take care and may God bless.